making our masks, the first thing we want to do is get a piece of printer paper, and we are going to be folding it in half like a book. Notice how I use one hand to hold it tight and one hand to pick it up. I'm gonna keep sliding it until I get it to be matched up the way I want it. We don't need to be perfect, but get as close as you can and give it a good slide. After that, we're gonna do one more fold, okay? So don't move it anywhere, leave it where it is. This time we're gonna take the bottom part, we're gonna fold that up to the top. So I'm taking my bottom part, same thing, hold this part in place while you bring up your other side. Once it looks like it's matched up, hold it tight, give it a fold. If I'm going too fast, you can pause it, you can rewind and try again. If you make a mistake, you can always grab a new piece of paper too. Once we have our folds, we are going to start making our mask shape. I happen to have a popsicle stick, but if you don't, you can always use some cardboard or something else that is strong to hold up your mask. I will be using a popsicle stick. So I'm gonna hold that right where it is so I know I have space to add it on later. I'm gonna make two polka dots, one up in this corner and one up in that corner. Now I'm gonna pretend I'm making a really big smiley face, but I'm gonna stop when I hit this because I can't go through my popsicle stick. Go slow here. All right, and now I'm gonna do the same thing again, like I'm making a big old smiley face. Okay, now I'm going to be making little rainbows. So I'm gonna make a rainbow from here and up there. Don't go all the way across because we need to make one on this side. Okay, I'm gonna make a little rainbow, but I'm leaving space in the middle. See how I didn't connect them? Now I'll connect them with a little smiley face. This is gonna be so we can tuck this under our nose later. Once you have your shape, we are going to be cutting this shape out, and then we will be having 4 for the price of 1. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to make our faces and our emotions for our mask. The best way to do this is to take one of your masks and you can trace it onto your paper. Go slow so you get a nice shape. This part might not be easy. If you need to ask for help, you can. I'm gonna be making 2 masks today, but you can make 1 if you're just starting and it's hard. Or if this was super easy for you, you could go ahead and make 4 by continuing to trace it. Like I said, I'm just gonna be doing 2 masks today. Once I have my shape, I'm gonna be using a marker to begin adding my emotions. First, I'm gonna outline my shape. This will make it easier for me to cut it out later, because when we add color, sometimes our pencil disappears. So I'm gonna outline it, and then I'll be ready to start my emotions. Let's think about how we're feeling. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're excited, sometimes we're mad. Today I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a really excited face and then a really sad face. These are emotions that I feel frequently. So let's make my really happy face. I'm gonna think about a big old capital letter D that is laying on its belly. And inside of there, I'm gonna add some teeth, because when I smile real big, you could see my teeth. And when I smile real big, you could see that tongue sticking out. A lot of you tell me about the teeth that you are losing, so how fun would it be to show me that too, just by blocking it out with some black. See how it looks like it's missing? For my next one, I'm gonna show my sad face. Sometimes I have sad days. And when I do, my face usually is going down. My mouth might be facing down. I might have tears that are coming down. So it's okay to be sad. And when I have sad days, I usually talk to a friend or I talk to my pet or I talk to a family member, and it helps me to feel better. Once I have my sad face, then I can decide if I want to add teeth or lips or something like that. I think I'm just going to show a little bit of my teeth on the top. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now I have my sad face, now I have my happy face. Like I said, you can feel free to make some more if you want to, or you can keep it the way it is. Hopefully you're using your own ideas. Maybe you're really excited, maybe you're confused, maybe you're sticking your tongue out being silly or chewing some bubble gum. Have fun with it. So on the outside, I'm going to use a color that's closest to my skin because I want it to blend in with my face so it looks like I'm really showing you an emotion in real life. If you can't find a color that matches your skin, it's okay to get creative with it too. Perhaps you have orange skin, or perhaps you use other colors that you might have. Maybe blue, maybe red. Remember, have fun. When we color, think about what we learned. We're gonna color in one direction only, either up and down or side to side. I'm gonna continue to color these. You could check it out, and then I'll show you the next step after that. Okay, so now we have our two mouths cut up. If you remember from before, we had cut out some extras. So you have a choice now too. You can leave them empty, or if you want, you can use these to make an extra face, because then when you flip it around, you're gonna have two for the price of one. So you can decide if you wanna leave it empty or if you wanna decorate that too. I'm deciding that I want to decorate it too, and I am going to be blowing a bubble with bubble gum. And then I'm going to do my other one like I am really, really excited or scared or shouting. Something that would have my mouth wide open. And usually if you're screaming, you're going to see that tongue also. All right, so once more, I'm gonna give this some color and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now that I have these together, we're going to be attaching them so that we have one on the front and one on the back. The best way to do this is to lay them out so you can see the back of them. Like I said, I'm going to be using a popsicle stick. If you do not have popsicle sticks, you can use a piece of a cardboard box and you can cut that as your stick. When we are attaching these, my favorite thing to use is Scotch tape. It's clean, it doesn't make any messes, and it works great. So watch what I do. I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm going to press it down into the middle. Right, that's gonna help keep it on for me. The next thing I wanna do is I wanna put the other piece right onto the back so it has two sides. You can use this tape again by either putting a piece on one side and flipping it over to the back and folding it. Or if you would rather use glue, you can use that too. Be careful with the glue. If you use too much, this is going to turn into a mush. So what I like to do is just do a little dot or two and then use my finger to spread it. Then I can press it down and it is looking good. I could do the same thing on the other side. If you didn't use tape, then you would want to put some glue in there too. All right, so that one is done. I'm gonna do this one the same way. Notice how I'm putting it just around the outside. We don't need to put any in the middle because that tape is gonna hold it in place.